Do you have one of those dogs that no matter how much attention and exercise you give them, they just can't seem to settle down and take a nap? Well, you might be surprised to hear today that it is so much easier to fix than you might think. And that is what I'll be talking about in today's video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for more videos just like this one. The first thing you should do to help your dog not be so hyper is to cut back on their physical exercise. You heard me right, cut back. I know it sounds really weird, but I have found that if you give your dogs too much physical exercise, like playing fetch, they tend to become restless and anxious, which can be seen as hyper to a lot of people. And so I take my dogs, my Labradors, on about 3 walks a day. That totals to about 1 hour of physical exercise, and for them that is a sweet spot. You'll have to do some experimenting to see what works for you and your dog. And that leads me to point number 2. If you should cut back on the fetch you're playing and do more of what we call sniffy walks. Put your dog on a lawn lead, or if they are in a safe place and you know they have a solid recall, let them go off leash and just let them sniff while you walk. When your dog's sniffing, it brings their heart rate up, making it so that they have so that they get more exercise. It also stimulates their brain more, giving them twice as much of a workout as if they were playing fetch. So I typically just say fetch for my dogs when we're training and use fetch as a reward. This makes it so all my dogs have a chance to do sniffy walks. The next thing that I suggest you do to help calm your dog down is to give them a lot of toys that you can stuff, like cons or topples. These you can just put in food, and if you want for more of a challenge, you freeze it and then you give it to your dog so that they can try and lick the food out. As for what I put in it, I like to do the Honest Kitchen dehydrated dog food. All you have to do is reconstitute it and put it in the toy, and I typically freeze them and then give it to your dog. It's really simple. But if I were to choose something else, I would use dog safe foods that I find in my kitchen, like yogurt or peanut butter. With peanut butter though, I do want to point out that you have to be super careful because a lot of peanut butters have what we call xylitol in it, and that is not good for dogs. So make sure you get a dog safe peanut butter. And of course, make sure you are training your dog. There are actually a lot of things that you can train your dog that help teach them to be calm. For example, you can teach your dog go to mat. This is a very calming trick, and it will help your dog calm down faster in the future. I'll have the video in the description as well as right up here to my video on that if you are interested. And the best part about training your dog is that it's more tiring than physical exercise. Actually, 5 minutes of training is equivalent to 30 minutes of playing fetch with your dog. That's how much training sessions tire your dog out. And the best part about training sessions is not only are you tiring your dog out, but you're also teaching them to be a more well-behaved dog. If you need some ideas for what to be teaching your dog, I'll link some playlists in the description as well as right up here so that you can watch those. As you can see, mental exercise is key for calming down a hyper dog. If all you're doing is playing fetch with your dog, that is the reason why they are so hyper. Their brain can't physically calm down. And that is all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so that you hear when new videos just like this one come out. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and I will be seeing you in the next video.